Today, we're going to talk about very simple steps in terminating a guest, which rarely happens, I think. But when it does, we need to know how to handle it with care. So I'm calling it elegantly terminating a guest. And I'm not going to call the F word firing a guest just because we want to have a different posture handling people. So life and death are in the power of the tongue, and we need to be very careful in the way we handle different conversations and the words we choose to say. So let's talk about this with terminating a guest. So in the previous training we've done, which was terminating a team member, this is very similar to that. And that is, it's meant to be done very quickly. It needs to be done within 2 minutes max. It needs to be very short. We need to be very brief. We never want to go into details with a guest that you said, I said, we have lost control. If that is how we did it, I don't know if we did. Last time you did not pay for it, and whenever you call, we do not need to provide any details like that to the guest, and we need to keep it at that. And so we have example of Ms. Barbara, and it seems as though we have consistently been unable to meet her expectations. Whatever her expectations has been, we've been unable to meet that expectation, and that is how we're going to phrase and approach the conversation with a guest that we're going to terminate. So I'm going to go over again. We do not get into an argument with a guest. We never go back and forth. We never want to raise our voice, and we want to be very short. It needs to be like 2 minutes max. We never want to tell them, you are in our do not serve list. I don't know if it seems as though we communicated that, because that's what Barbara communicated to us. We do not disclose this information to the guest. So how we're going to do is a 4-step, very, very simple. First, we're going to thank them. Second, we're going to deliver the news. Third, we're going to tell them why. Fourth, we're going to thank them, and that's it. Very, very short. So in the case of Barbara, it doesn't matter the context of what it was. We're just saying that she's in our do not serve list for whatever reason. So we're going to thank her. Hypothetically, if I'm handling the phone with her, I'm going to thank her for ordering from us. And she's going to be like, oh, we've been ordering from you guys for years now and whatever. Thank you so much for ordering from us, Barbara, in the past few years. We really appreciate it. At this time, we're no longer able to serve you. And she's going to be like, why? Because we have been unable to meet your expectation consistently in the last few times. And again, I'm sorry to say at this time, we're no longer able to serve you. I wish you the best. Again, we appreciate it very much. You have a great night. We are talking about terminating a guest. And we do that very rarely. And we do that only when we have not been able to meet their expectation consistently. Whatever their expectation is, we've been unable to meet it. That's when we terminate a guest. And I learned this handling Beth, but she came back clearly a few years later, and I don't know if she's still around or not. Kennedy knows. Kennedy?
She's gone.
Does she order from us still?
Nope.
No. Okay. So, and I spoke with her a few years ago in this way, and she was like, and so I'm going to go over it again, Lily. And how we do that. But she was like, how can you be telling me this? We love you guys' pizza, blah, blah, blah. I said, I understand. And we appreciate it very much. But again, moving forward at this time, we're no longer able to serve you. But we want this, whatever. I said, we've been unable to meet your expectation consistently. So for that, we apologize. And again, I wish you the best. Thank you so much. You have a good night. And I hang up. That's it. When that happens like that, we're being very courteous always, because that's how we lead around here. And that's kind of is our standard. Then they can't come back and tell you, well, she was rude to me. She told me this and this. They won't have something to come back with. Does that make sense?
Right.
Okay. So we always lead with gratitude. We start with gratitude and we end it with gratitude. We keep it very short. So we thanking them. We're delivering the news that at this time, we're no longer able to serve them, which is a fact. Not that they're in our do not serve list, they're in our red list, they're in our blue list. We don't tell them that we no longer are able to serve them. And we tell them why. Why is that, Kennedy?
Because we have been not meeting their expectations for a while.
Yeah, we've been unable to meet your expectations consistently. And for that, we're sorry. And so again, so what does that mean? How we tell them you're in our do not serve list? We cannot serve you dinner tonight. How do we phrase that?
We've been unable to meet your expectations consistently, and we're really sorry about that. And at this time, we will no longer be able to serve you.
And then how are we going to close it?
Thank you for coming here as long as
Thank you for your business. Thank you for your business. We wish you the best. Have a good night. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we kept calm. Kennedy, what if the guest says, but it's my daughter. She's been, this is her first paycheck. I cannot believe, you're not serving me. How is that possible? Kennedy, repeat the script again. I want you to stick with the script no matter what. Is it because the last time I did not pay?
Thank you for coming here as long as you have. Unfortunately, we have not been meeting your expectations consistently. Thank you for coming. Have a great night. We wish you the best. And then hang up.
Yes. Minus laughing. Everything was great. Minus laughing. Other than that, it was good. Lily, thoughts on the script?
I do agree that, we just would need to make it very professional and short and just let them know with short words, this is what's going to happen. And it sounds pretty good for me.
Okay. I don't know if you have terminated any guests over at O'Connor much or not really.
I think it's just one, but I think we were never able to speak to him at all.
Okay. So the same thing goes with, I think there was a time that, there was a pizza that based on the guest's expectation, it looked burnt, but it wasn't burnt because that's our standard. However, the pizza comes out. Is that, Kennedy, is that correct? Am I recalling that?
Yes.
Okay. So very similar to that. If I keep saying it's burnt and then maybe you issued me a refund, I'm like, you know what? I've been ordering from you guys the last 4 times I'm on the phone, and this time it better be ready. The last 4 times it's been burnt, and we look it up. Maybe it was burnt. So we don't want to just jump on the thing. We want to always buy time, right? Well, let me look into this. Let me pull up your phone number. You know that, right? We don't want to just jump into conclusion because maybe we did indeed screw up, because we do screw up. We're all humans. Sometimes we do screw up where our deliveries is always late. It could be all of that. So first, I'm saying this is the case of we actually verified, we kept our part of the standard that we do provide, and the problem is on the other side. I wanted to clear that. So a case like Rebecca, our cheese pizza, Chris says that in the case, I think he was there once, is our standard cheese pizza. Is that correct, Chris? Is that the same one? Okay. So it's the same thing. We don't need it. The customer is like very mad. We lead with gratitude. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for, again, calling us tonight. Lily, do you remember the script?
Thank you so much for calling us and ordering with us for the past couple times that you have. Unfortunately, we have not been able to meet your expectations these past couple times. Thank you so much for ordering. We wish you the best. Hang up.
Okay. You did not say we're no longer able to serve you.
Okay. I will say that.
Yeah, because... No, you said everything perfectly. You're just saying we did not meet your expectations. So that means we no longer are able to serve you. At this time, we're not able to serve you. We apologize. We wish you the best. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So we want to keep it short. And if they ask you questions again and again, but why is that and whatever, we're going to stick to the
correct.
We're going to stick to the script. That's it. So if a customer calls and hypothetically it's Beth, and they hand you the phone, Kennedy, what does that mean to buy time? I use that term. I want to make sure we're on the same page. When I say to buy time, what does that mean?
Let me look up your past couple orders. We can take a look at those for you. I'll look up your phone number, go through her past orders, basically.
Okay, perfect. And if hypothetically it's at 6 p.m. on a Friday night, you can buy time by saying, ma'am, we'll give you a call back within the next 30 minutes. That also gives you time to be able to discern if it's a good time to give a call back and or get on the POS and look stuff up. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Because they don't have like a section, because sometimes you can't remember everybody, So there's not like a note section or alerts that this customer is a potential customer that is going to complain from their past orders. How can we,
You can actually put that information into logbooks.
It needs to be one of the reasons, Lily, that we want to make sure we document all of our customer concerns is because in the search area, we can put the customer's phone number in logbook. If we documented their phone number and their order and what happened, we can always search.
Wouldn't it be easier just to, when you open the POS and while you have them on the phone, it'll be much faster and then we'll get them out of our way because we have better customers to serve?
Correct. So
there is a function on when they're putting in the phone number and stuff like that, you can actually, there's a notes box in there. You could put something in there as well.
Okay.
What if they call and try to order under someone else's name? Like yesterday, Barbara called and she tried to order under her daughter's name, but we had her caller ID.
Yes, I understand. This is not, you may let it go and, this customer somehow orders on behalf of someone else's. Barbara is very famous in our company. I don't know who's more famous, Beth or Barbara. Both started with a little
Barbara.
B. Barbara is.
Yeah, Jenkins here.
Who's that?
Miss Jenkins.
Yeah. So Barbara, she redeemed a 12-inch free thing that I had sent her or something. She redeemed it 11 times. And I sent her screenshots of every time that she redeemed it. Anyway.
It was only 11. I thought it was 17.
11 or 17. It was more than 10 times that one coupon was redeemed. So it's fine. But still does not mean, no matter how deceitful the other person is, we got to be courteous and keep composure. It doesn't matter because this is who we are. We define who we are. It doesn't matter who other people are. People are their own thing. So we want to always lead with gratitude and we're going to stick to the script no matter what. So in the case with Barbara, I don't know what happened. She tried ordering from her sister, the daughter. And that's why I think she was even more offended because I think the daughter was trying to place the order and we said no to the daughter. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I think so. I
don't know. It's you guys' discernment on the ground. So you guys know what it was. But what I want to make sure is that we never want to tell a guest you're on our do not serve list, that you are on our black or red list, that last time you didn't pay, that's why you're on the list, or every time there's been an order with you. We never want to provide any of those details. It's done. We don't go into details at all. We're just simply saying we have been unable to meet your expectation in the last few times. And for that, we're sorry. We're no longer able to serve you. We wish you the best. Have a great night. Thank you and bye. Okay?
Yes.
That's it. And have this somewhere. If and when an issue happens, you can just stick to the script. Sounds good?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys so much. All right, folks. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Making Dough Show, where we like talking about making dough in the restaurant business, the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you have not subscribed to the show on YouTube and or any of the podcast platforms, please be sure to do that. And with that, let's get back to work and make some dough. Thank you. Bye.